Actor. He has been hailed as the Grand Master of comedy, and here's a little reminder of what he does best.
I met a fellow one night in a pub, drunk, and he was in a celebratory mood, and he had a whole jigsaw on a snooker table, all put together. Hey, look at that, look at that. I said, what are you doing? He said, this is the jigsaw I got for Christmas. And I'm finished. I said, don't tell me. I said, it took you 2 months to put a jigsaw together. He said it did, and you're on the box, it said 4 to 6 years.
Please welcome Brendan Grace, ladies and gentlemen.
You know yourself.
Yes, of course.
And I flew, you know.
I presume you flew first class then from Florida.
No, I didn't. Surprisingly, I didn't travel first class. There's a new pronunciation now, false class.
Yeah.
Big difference.
I have to say, it's great to have you back on the show. You're always busy, I know that, so thank you for...
Thanks, man. You're very decent.
Who else have we got there?
My wife, my lovely wife, Eileen. And I do get... It's a senior moment, that's what it is. I mean, I'll tell you the truth, Ryan. Coming in, I arrived into Shannon Airport, you know, a couple of days ago, and it's always a joy, you know, to come into Shannon and see the beautiful countryside and everything else. But there was a bit of a hold-up in the customs hall as I was taking my stuff out. And it turned out, you know, Boyzone?
Yes.
That group, Boyzone. And,
the other boy band.
The other boy band, that's right. And what's his name? The big lad, Ronan Keating,
yes.
And they were in the customs hall, and the customs inspectors, you know, they were just checking them out and that sort of crack, because they're decent enough lads. And Ronan went over to one of the inspectors and he says, excuse me, sir, he says, do you realise, he says, that we're a famous pop band, Boyzone? And the customs fella said, that's a coincidence. He says, see, I think we're a pop group as well. We're the Searchers.
Touche.
I have to say... And I did, first of all, I did a show down in the Curragh, down for the jockeys. I did the jockey, it was 250 jockeys at a dinner that I was doing. And the show really went well, and I got a standing ovation at the end, and I never noticed. That's as true as I'm standing here. And then afterwards, Ryan, I did, what did I do? Yeah, it was a senior citizens event. And I love to do shows, you know, for senior citizens and children, like senior citizens like myself. And I was doing the show, and there was a lady in the front, load of people, lovely elderly lady, and I noticed she was laughing in all the wrong places. And when it was finished, I came down, the band were playing, and I came down to talk to her, and I came up and says, how are you? I'm okay, everything is going well. So I said, I'm delighted to meet you. Did you enjoy the show? I did, it was very good. And I kind of knew she was, you know, she's a bit distant. And I said, do you know who I am? She said, ask the nurse, she'll tell you. Now, I have to say, I've great respect, you know, for people in the age business. But there were a couple of men beside her, and one fella, I went over to him, and I says to him, how are you doing? I says, oh, not bad at all. And I says, who have I at all? I said, what's your name? I'm St. Patrick. So I got a little bit, you know, because I figured maybe he'd probably doting or whatever. And I says, good man, St. Patrick. I never met him before. And I says, who told you were St. Patrick? And he says, God. And the lad beside him says, I did not. Oh, it was fun.